Welcome back. Let's look at identifying scam on Facebook. How do you identify scam on Facebook? Maybe you have a new friend on Facebook and you are in doubt. Now, I'm going to give you 5 red flags, 5 things you should watch out for that will help you identify whether this person is legit or will likely be a scam. 5 things to watch out for. Now, I'm going to pick an example. I'm going to use that example. If you have a new friend, how do you ensure that this new friend is not a scam? It's not trying to do something funny. Let's use an account as an example. Let's use, let's say Joshua Palm. Okay, let's pick Joshua Palm. Joshua Palm. I'm just going to type it on search. So we can just search for Joshua Palm. So on your Facebook, you can just search for Joshua Palm or search for any of those names that you want to actually check out. Now, here is Joshua Palm. Like I said, 5 red flags that could tell us that this person will likely be a scam. 5 red flags. Now, look at this very page right here. Look very legit, right? The background is there. That's the banner. The profile picture, nice one, beautiful profile picture. Now, you cannot even suspect this guy to be fraudulent or is going to be a scam. But let's check a few things, and that's going to help us to actually identify this. If you want to actually check, you just go to About. Click on About of that person. Every page you go to, whether you follow the person or not, whether you have the person as a friend or not, you'll be able to check their About. Now, they might limit the things you can see, but we're going to focus on the things that they cannot easily limit. Now, if we click on About, we are going to see something. Now, we'll go to Live Event. Now, click on Live Event. Now, number one flag is New Account. So you're going to check Live Event to actually see. Now, this person joined Facebook in 2021. Some persons might hide their live event, make it private in such a way that what you're going to see is no live event available. But watch out. You're going to check their post, their very first post. Now, if you check here, what you are seeing here, the last thing that's their first post. If I click on it and look at what it's showing me, it's showing me March 19th, which means Joshua Palm made his first post March 19th. So which means it is still within 2021. So if I use live event, I double check with what I call the post. So you'll be able to tell when this person joined this group. So you can use New Account. Second flag is uniform on display. Now, what do I call uniform on display? Be very mindful of people who like to display their uniform, particularly military uniform, what do we call it? Nursing uniform, Air Force, all that. Now, the real military personnel will not use their uniform as their profile picture. Most of them won't do that. 80% of them are not going to do that. So just they can have it among their posts, but not as a profile picture. So if anybody is using a military uniform or any uniform at all as a profile picture, is crying for credibility. Likely they are scams. Now, because that person is trying to tell you, I'm credible. Look at me, I'm credible. And those are the people that will tell you they want to sell a car for you and they just got it from the wharf. Or they are in the U.S. military and they are looking for a romance anywhere in Africa or somewhere in the U.S. Now, because they are actually crying for credibility. So we actually mentioned 2 things. We said New Account. That should raise a red flag. Then we said uniform on display should also raise a red flag. Now, I've seen countless of time where uniform people happen to be scams. That they scam people. They end up duping people. That because they are very sure that you will respect those in uniform. So let's look at the very third one is friends. Now, family and friends alert. I wanted to check that is another red alert. You check here, this guy look legit. It has he's married, but his wife is not showing anywhere. Married to who? We cannot tell. Now, if you check, there are no relative details about him are sketchy. Now, you should use this relationship. That's talking about a person's friendship. If you use it to actually consider whether this person is going to be legit. Now, how can you be on Facebook and you don't have friends? Now, I mean, no friends at all. Like this young man here, zero friends. Now, you can actually private your friends, but somehow you will still see a mutual friend. It will still show. But this guy has no friend at all because he's hidden his friends. You can't get to see his friend. Now, there are some of them that will allow you to see their friend, but you should also, what you should realize is that friendship or friends or too many friends or no friends at all is a red flag. You should consider that. Now let's go back to about and we'll go to contact information. Now that is the number 4, zero contact information. Now contact information is also a red flag. This person had no contact at all, no way to call the person, phone number is not there. Now, one of the reasons why people actually start Facebook pages is so that their old buddies or somebody that is in their past could reconnect with them just by searching Facebook. Now, here is someone on Facebook who chose that I don't want anyone to contact me. So that should raise a red flag right there. Now, we have looked at new account as number 1, uniform on display as number 2, then friendship as number 3, then number 4, we said it is contact information. Now, if you check this 4 and they are all red flag, be careful, friend, because this person might likely be a scam. Let me give you the last one, work and education signals. Now, check this guy out. Work and education for this guy, you can see that this very guy is in 2 medical hospitals almost at the same time, May 2021 and the other one is May 23. How can you be present in 2 hospitals and you are a doctor in 2 hospitals in 2 different countries? And now go back, let's look down at, he went to school in Houston and now he works in Abuja and he works in Durek. Now imagine that only him worked in 2 hospitals at the same time. Maybe he's doing it by Zoom, but this should give you a red flag right here. This should give you a red flag. So if you are looking for a red flag for you to actually identify a scam, check this 5 red flag. Number 1, new account. Number 2, uniform on display. Number 3, friendship alert. Number 4, contact information. Then number 5, work and education signal. Now, if you check this, you will be able to tell whether someone is legit or not. Now, I want to point your attention to 3 ways you can people actually attempt to scam other people. Now, the scam artists actually use these 3 ways. I'm going to throw in the 4th one, but the 4th one is rare, but it is becoming a kind of a norm right now. So I'm going to throw that one in. Number 1 way you can be scammed is romance. Facebook has warned about that repeatedly. Somebody trying to be romantic with you, promise you marriage, promise you relationship in exchange for whatever. Some of them are so good that they are not going to promise you anything at the very beginning. So they are just going to play along with you until they are sure that you are hooked. Then they get to open up to you and tell you they are interested in this. Watch some from the very beginning. They're going to tell you their story. They're going to tell you about their family. They're going to tell you how they became, how they recently are working on their divorce, or how even they're already divorced already. Now they're going to point to you like that. And you know, when someone open up to you about their life event, about the milestone in their life, or about the painful things in their life, you tend to open up as well. So what they're actually doing is that they want to make you to open up. Now, another way they actually scam people is phony investment. Now, phony investment, they use pages that they have either hacked or cloned. Now, they can clone the page of your friend and then offer an investment and make it look like a very legit investment. And guess what? When they offer this investment, either through a clone account or an hack account, they will ensure that there are weaknesses. Now, if they tell you this business worked, this business brought me so amount of money. Now, the next thing you are going to see is that someone will say, yes, it worked for me too. I got so amount of money, so time, and it is working, guys. Now, you know what is actually going on there? Their real Facebook page, they might have like 4 Facebook accounts. That is their real one. Now, they use that one to create credibility, or what we call social proof, on the one that they hacked or cloned. Now, don't forget that the one that they hacked or cloned is saying that it is your friend's page or your relative page or someone you know's page, right? Now, somebody you know is telling you about an investment or is making an investment public either by inbox in you or by just displaying it on their post. And there are 5 accounts to bear witness that that investment works. Now, it is a very cheap scam, very easy to do. Now, another way to scam people is employment. They offer you employment or give away. They promise to give you something in exchange for something. And if you fall for that, they are actually going to rip you off. Now, they will tell you to give money so that they can then introduce you to that employment. Now, they will first of all do a profile check on you and know the kind of employment that is going to suit you. And before they now begin to introduce you to this bit by bit. Now, the fourth one, which I said I'm going to throw in, is information seekers. Now, this is becoming very, very common right now. They use it against Donald Trump without them even knowing that this was used against them. Information seekers doesn't come to you directly. They go to people that know you and they seek for information. Let's, for example, you are an employer. They go to your employee because your employee display where they are working on their Facebook profile and they become friends to your employee. They tell your employee the story of their life, and once they do that, your employee gets to respond to them. That is why you should not be displaying all your entire life on Facebook. You tell them about where you work. They know everything about you. And when they do this, they will be able to scam you. And if the politically too, they also use that one to seek for information from the people. Now, this is how you can actually avoid being scammed on Facebook. Now, please try to follow us because we drop content for you every week on Sunday by Sunday we drop a content for you that will help you grow your business and help you identify what is right and what is wrong online, or how to keep yourself safe.